Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is I don't even know what I'm going to title it at this point in time. It's to do with ethics. It's to do with big offers, big private sales, big numbers, big pumping, big dumping. A whole lot of should you believe what you see? No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't believe any of it unless there's evidence. If something is like a trust me, bro, it is totally sold for this amount of money. Doubt it, for sure. Always doubt it. Also, I guess a little bit of a learning lesson in terms of if someone's trying to be the first, if you're trying to be the first, if you want to be the first person to announce the fact, if it's your platform, if it's someone else's platform, you need to be very careful with that. Because if something's not paid for, if something is shill bid, I would think that it's in the best interest of these auction platforms to be straightforward. If something is shill bid, just announce it as such, show it as such, make that information available. No, we're not going to blame the auction companies for if some rogue dude, somebody that's selling, pumps their own thing, they bid the crap to oblivion. Maybe it's somebody that owns those cards, similar copies, that wants the price to stay high, and they pump that shit up. Great, that's on them. There's not really much that the auction company could do other than take action against the account and or the person associated with that account, kind of lock them out a little bit, make them provide some personal information in order to bid on those items. And if you got to get rid of those people. That's the biggest thing. Now, if you don't get rid of the people that are doing it, that's a little bit of an issue, but that's a story for a different day. So we do have the Goldin post here. Yes, we have Goldin under a little bit of fire recently by the channel here. Ken Goldin recently offering to grade and auction off a very fake Charizard on Twitter. Again, we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't look at it very closely, that he just slapped that in there and wanted to plug his platform. You gotta be careful with what you're putting your name on when you're a big name. So we are gonna look at the $2 million private sale, which again I am super skeptical on this unless I see this happen in person. We're gonna go why, we're gonna go how, and we're gonna go through some examples in recent times where big numbers, especially on illustrators for some reason, big card, big lies. But first up, we're going to talk about PWCC. For anyone that doesn't know, who isn't aware, you can currently on my Discord, there's a channel. If you're selling stuff on PWCC, you can promote your listings for free, no charge. It's all through affiliate links, so it supports the channel while also getting you some free advertising. Pretty sick, I know, right? We've had some people that are saying, Rattle, what the hell? You're critical of CGC. Yeah, I am. And I still am, and I still will be. If they do anything wrong, it's the same with the grading companies. If they do something right, I will gladly praise them for it. If they do something wrong, I'm here to give them a slap on the wrist. And it's no different. It doesn't matter. I'll promote your listing. Hopefully you're an honest individual. If you're not, then I will not promote your listing. But that's what it comes down to. We're also going to give them a little bit of a second chance here. New ownership, so hopefully a lot less shady things going on. And if, again, I just think it's in their best interest to be transparent. No, it might not pad the books for like a big ass sale that's going to happen. Like say you're about to sell something, and then you put up a big post, a big advertising post that is suspiciously large, like the one by Goldin there. We'll get back to that. PWCC. All right. So yes, they've done some naughty things. Some people involved with PWCC have done naughty things for sure, including something very similar to what we're looking at today. We have an example here, the video that I made about a year ago. That is, are the PWCC Pokemon card auctions being as shilled as they look? Yeah, they were. The problem with it, or the thing that looked bad on PWCC in this instance, was the fact that they're announcing this stuff as record-breaking sales. They were making Instagram posts, much like the ones that we're going to take a look at today. This time not them, but someone quoting their auctions. You can't do that until the item is paid for. You can't make a post that says record-breaking sale. It's unfortunate. Once it's paid for, yeah, go to town. Go at it. I mean, and at what cost? Like, what's the trade-off here? PWCC waits until the item's paid for. It has to be paid for within a week. I don't know if it's any different on the super premium to the max auctions, but once it's paid for, you make the post. It's your post. It's your platform. You still get the interaction, the advertising from it, but you don't run the risk of looking stupid when it's not paid for and it's shill bid and you put it on your post. So I think they hopefully learned their lesson on that one. Again, it's not them that's posting it this time. We have it on the Fine Card, who is posting these bad boys, and this is fine. If you want to do this and you want to run the risk of looking stupid, run the risk of looking like you're pumping something that was shill bid, by all means, go to town. But you probably want to at least delete the post and or make an amendment of some sort. I guess on Instagram you can't really change the image. So you probably delete the post and maybe make another informative post if that's your thing. If you're making informative posts here, maybe make a corrected one that says, hey, this didn't actually sell. It was shill bid. My apologies. I'm fighting a cough right now and I'm sucking on a lozenge. But all right. Anyway, they made these sick, nasty posts here. A little bit of criticism, a little bit of skepticism. How did it sell for this? Was it actually paid for? Probably not. I know what someone's saying. I know what you're thinking. Rattle, how do you know? How do you know these were shill bid? Why are we assuming that they're shill bid? Again, I don't know for sure that they were shill bid or not, but it sure does look like it. When you go to the weekly Sunday auction recap, and you look at the sold items, and they're not there. They're not there anymore. I'm assuming that when something gets shill bid, that it isn't sold anymore. It gets removed from here. I don't know if I think it would sort of be better if they left it on there. And I don't know exactly if they have reasoning for not doing that. Left it on there and put some kind of marker saying like was not paid. Doesn't look bad that stuff doesn't get paid. Yes, but I think the trade-off is in their benefit to say, yes, absolutely, it wasn't paid for. Don't worry, we'll run it again. Ignore the number. Scratch the number. Anyone that's quoting those numbers, they're not real numbers. How many times can you run it over and over again? Who knows? Either way, if the auction platform is doing their best to make sure this doesn't happen, if they're not posting it themselves, that it's a record sale with these Creatures deck cards, we're not going to blame them for it. It's as easy as that. Okay, now the criticism on this bad boy. The private sale should, and I want to know your guys' opinions, but I don't think in any world, on any planet, it's all right for Goldin to advertise the fact that there was a private sale that they dealt through, that they middleman, that they facilitated for $2 million on a PSA 9 Illustrator. It already feels a little phony. It feels suspicious. The number is way too high, and you add that into the fact that they're currently selling one. They currently have one at auction. Is it the same one? Is it not the same one? Is this just a default picture? Was this the actual one that sold? Who bought it? Who sold it? If you can't provide any of that information, even when you have the seller and buyer, there's already going to be huge doubt in the fact that whether it happened or not. I asked Ken. We talked to Ken, sent some emails back and forth with Ken, and I'd like to know what about the Logan Paul, the 5.3 million, that sale, the Guinness World Record, that one that ended up being the largest Pokemon purchase in history, the replacement for the fake case that was supposed to go on Liquid Marketplace. Yeah, that's a super duper real one.
This is like my good luck charm. This is my brand new good luck charm. $5.3 million Pokemon card.
Amazing.
That I'm wearing around my neck. The
most valuable Pokemon card of all time.
Yeah.
By far.
So yes, that's the kind of thing that will be brought up in Goldin marketing, in whether it's a stream, whether it's posts, any of that stuff. If you keep pumping, if you keep showing the number and saying the number, you still need the stuff to back up that number. Otherwise, maybe there's a little bit of ignorance there, but I kind of doubt it. We have the $5 million Pokemon card, which is always spouted as the most expensive Pokemon card ever sold, but it wasn't really. There was trades involved. And how do we know that those numbers are exact? How do we know those numbers are real? I don't trust Guinness. I don't trust Logan Paul. If anyone at this point in time trusts Logan Paul, I don't know what to tell you. Everything the dude does is fake. So it's very suitable that he's in the WWE. It only makes sense. At least there he can be faking. He's supposed to be. So here we have it. We have, so not only that, the transactions that led up to the trade, the partial trade that happened for this thing, the partial trade is rarely, if at all, ever mentioned in any kind of talk, any kind of marketing, anything whatsoever. But who knows? Were those items that he bought beforehand the actual price? We've made up prices. We've made up sales before with Logan Paul, so it shouldn't be any surprise if it happens again. We have the $3 million, the $3.5 million fake case. Remember that bad boy? Remember the bad boy fake case? Do you remember it?
Oh, my heart's racing. I can't do another fake box. Y'all saw me get scammed out of $3 million with my friend Shine, who's
There he is. Hey, Shine.
watching. That was horrible.
So yes, another number pump. We got to watch the clip back again where Shine says that that never happened. That the sale never happened. They keep saying this 3.5, this $3 million sale happened, but it never happened. It was going on Liquid Marketplace, and it's to my belief, after all the research that I've done on it, that every single person involved, maybe outside of Justin, who just was trying to make a quick buck, but probably Justin because he knew he was getting a third of whatever they were splitting up. They probably were all involved from start to finish. They all were gonna piggyback. They were gonna piggyback this bad boy fake case G.I. Joe cards all the way across the finish line. They would get it there. They get it. They get it wrapped by BBCE. They take some private jets along the way. They put it in the Liquid Marketplace vault, and voila, they sell fractional shares of something that can never leave the vault if they don't want it to, if they choose to hold back enough tokens, if they keep enough tokens for themselves. And no one can ever open this bad boy. It is the perfect scheme. It's the perfect item for a fractional share tokenization wiener baby scheme to the extreme. And that's what we saw. That's exactly what we saw. Here's the clip of Shine.
A curveball got thrown. He was like, hey, I would rather put it on here. So as he's telling me, in my mind, I'm thinking, you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you do with it. As long as I'm paying, you pay me the money. And then it turned into, oh, well, we're going to just put it on here, and then it's going to sell out and you're going to get paid. And now I'm not happy. At this point, I'm like, whoa, like, what do you mean?
So yes, in conclusion, do I think it's shady? It's shady to post something like this $2 million thing. I don't believe this. I don't think anyone should believe this. Unless you have seen the transaction, unless you know every detail of the buyer and seller. I'm not saying that something can't sell for more than what it's worth. We got a downwards trend here for all of this crap. I say crap, but it's Pokemon cards. I love Pokemon cards. How are we supposed to believe this? It's not like illustrators have been hidden all of a sudden. There's the supposed 39 copies, but there's lots of extra copies, as we've seen. There's God knows how many extra copies of this thing, of anything else. Again, the auction companies aren't going to mention any of that. They're going to say, oh, there's only 39. It's been said that there's 39. But there's more than that now, I think, on the pop reports that shows that, like, clearly there's more than that available in the wild. They're out there. They exist. Are there thousands of them? No, probably not. But they continue to appear. So there's shady in posting something, in pumping, in showing, in demonstrating these sales that probably never happened, that weren't the number that they said they were, without showing all receipts. And then when you have something that's as vague and hidden as this, to put this up on there, and they get absolutely roasted for it in the comments here, that like, yeah, we got prove it. So that's the thing too. You can't post this without looking shady. Like you're pumping the thing that you're currently selling without the details. If you, and that's, it's not even bare minimum details, just to say that this exists. I can make the same post. I cut this out. I'll put Rattle there instead of Goldin, and I can put $69 million. It doesn't mean it happened. Would it look terrible if I was doing that? If I was selling one of my items and I faked a sale, or I showed a sale and it was private? I can't show you any of the details. It's a private sale. It's private. But we were there for it. It really happened, guys. Like, not only that, but I guess I'll leave you guys with another clip here. You see a lot of this with the sales. Make sure they're real sales. If you're gonna spout, especially when it's big dollars, when it's the top of the top, crop of the crop, thing of the thing, at least have what you need to back it up. Otherwise, you shouldn't be posting this stuff. It's embarrassing, once again. But then also, all right, take a look at this clip. This is the most ridiculous thing ever. The last Logan first edition box break where he barely looked at the cards because he doesn't give a shit anymore because he's probably moved on from Pokemon at the most part. Probably got a payout to do this thing. We got a clip here of Ken. If this isn't acting, I don't know what is. And yes, terrible acting it is. If you're gonna make offers or make fake offers on cards that someone owns in order to like pump up or make it seem like it's more valuable or more exciting, like you can't be selling that same stuff. You can't be owning that same stuff. It's not, I get it. He has the King of Collectibles show where a lot of it is very fake. It comes off as maybe even more fake than Storage Wars, Pawn Stars, all of that stuff. It's super fake. It's for entertainment value. But when you're actually selling these items, it starts to get into Shade City when you start pumping giant numbers in offers or in private sale posts. Like at that point, it's not okay anymore. Like is this just to make someone feel good because they're going to get it at half that price? We'll see what it goes for. Here's the clip.
So listen, no. Illustrator 10.
What?
You're here with me.
Yeah.
What would it take to make a deal on that? I know, I'm sorry, man. I got to hit you up. What would it take to make a deal on that right now?
What do you mean?
Like, what is like if I said I got $7.5 million for you, would you take it?
Well, now it's worth 7.
Okay. Oh, just.
Are you serious?
I might be. I got to find somebody for you. I want to know the price, and I'll see what I can do.
Oh my God, Ken. This is the show. Oh man.
Needs a drink for that one.
Drink Prime. Dude, I don't know. I don't know if I can answer right now.
Okay, we'll discuss it.
I'm stressed.
We'll discuss it. That's what I do. You have to do that, right? You have to find the level
this is good
where it makes it
programming.
difficult to say no, right?
This is good programming.
You have to find a level where it makes it. I've had people tell me, I'll never sell that. And I'll say, okay, fine. But then I say, you know something? What's your mortgage? What would you like to own? Here's takes care of your mortgage, and it's a new house. So at some point in time, you have to say, you know.
He's seasoned.
Yeah.
You're seasoned. You know what you're doing.
Okay.
$7.5 million. I bought it for 5.3.
Yep.
And the chain is $80K. You want to come with the chain?
Okay,
obviously.
we need the chain. Yeah.
That's a quick $2.2 million come up. Can I think about it?
You can think about it. Definitely.
Wow.
Stay tuned. We'll find out.
Oh.